So here I am, sitting alone with boredom at home on Halloween while my parents took my little sister and brother to my aunt's house. Me and my sister Laura preferred to stay home. Of course we hated each other, but she went out with her so-called boyfriend with a warning that she'll be late and I should not tell mom or dad or else she'll make my life a hell. I actually preferred it as I had the house to all myself. Of course I had some leftover pizza and watched a movie, but I felt so bored and yearned for human interaction. And of course, the internet was the best place to meet or chat to people. I typed into Google, chat to strangers. I then accessed a chat site where you could send and receive messages with strangers. While I was scrolling through to find anyone, as most would just simply disconnect, someone had finally replied. They claimed to go with the name Carla. I don't know if that was a him or a her or if it was the real name, but hey, I didn't care. At least I found someone I could talk to. In a bizarre coincidence, just like me, Carla claimed to be home alone. However, the most strangest thing was that Carla claimed to be bored all alone while her family were away too. As we chatted, we seemed to have many things in common, like love for metal and horror movies. They claimed to go with the name Carla. I don't know if that was a him or a her or if it was the real name, but hey, I didn't care. At least I found someone I could talk to. In a bizarre coincidence, just like me, Carla claimed to be home alone. However, the most strangest thing was that Carla claimed to be bored all alone while her family were away too. As we chatted, we seemed to have many things in common, like love for metal and horror movies. There was a small pause in our conversation, when suddenly Carla claims that I am not from Nashville. I hesitated and tried to convince them that I am in fact based in Nashville. What threw me off was that they claimed that I'm from Texas, and that he or she knew where I lived. That threw me off and I panicked, so I immediately switched off my laptop. I felt uncomfortable and a bit threatened. I didn't think much as I thought it was someone who had too much time in their hands and just playing a sick joke. But something weird happened. As I attempted to log into my Facebook account, I couldn't log in. Apparently my password was wrong. But it can't be because I always remember my password. As I tried to log in, a weird pop-up jumped straight out on my laptop screen stating that my computer has been hacked and I need to quickly run a software. I closed the pop-up and I quickly reset my Facebook account password just to be on the safe side. I had enough for one night. Well, that's what I thought, but it was about to get a bit more nervy for me. I hear the door knock. I was definitely not expecting anyone. I knew it wasn't Mum, Dad or Laura. I thought if it was Laura, surely she had a key, plus she is never early. I thought, who could it be? I attempted to look through my room window if I could make out who it was, but of course the bushes made it difficult to see past any further. So I went downstairs very quietly to see if I could make out who it was. Before I made it downstairs, I hear the knock distantly from the back door in our kitchen area. The doorbell rang once more, and then again. Who was it? And suddenly this thought dwelled on me. Could it be that stranger? I started feeling a sense of adrenaline rush through me and I started to panic a bit. Of course that person claimed to know where I live, but would they actually come here? I hear banging on the door. Oh God, I had thought that the person had actually found me, and all thoughts of creepy and sinister things went through my mind. Are they a serial killer? A stalker? Some psycho intent on harming me? I hesitated and ran back upstairs to my room since it was my safe place. And the worst had happened. I hear the front door close. I thought to myself, oh no, someone has managed to break in. As I became petrified, my mind crossed to whether if I need to defend myself or call the cops. At the end, I simply hid under my duvet. I hear footsteps come up the stairs and following to my door. It was slammed open while I hid under my duvet. And to my surprise, it was my sister, Laura, who started yelling at me for not opening the door and how she had to go through all the hassle in looking through her bag to find the key. Oh boy, that was a big sigh of relief. Well, at least for me. One thing I learned from all this is that the internet can be equally a good but also a bad thing. It is all about using common sense and always remain safe.